What do you think? What's this one?
Bathroom?
Bathroom? Oh no, Gary! In this video, I'm going to go through flashcard games that I've developed especially for the online classroom. Hello, welcome back to my channel, Charlie's Lessons, and thank you for coming back to watch another video. Now, if this is the first time you're visiting my channel, then let me introduce myself. My name is Charlie. I am currently a Director of Studies of a language school in southern Spain, and I've been teaching English as a foreign language for over 12 years. In this video, we're looking at flashcard games that I've designed especially for the online classroom. Now, the inspiration for this video comes from a comment on LinkedIn recently where somebody asked me, related to my previous video on flashcard games for the in-person classroom, if I could make a video on online flashcard games. Now, ever since the COVID pandemic started, a lot of my kids' classes moved online, and my kids obviously love playing flashcard games in the in-person classroom, so I tried my hardest to come up with the same games but adapt them for the online classroom. When I first started teaching online during the COVID pandemic, I was lucky enough to have a digital version of the course book I was using with all my Young Learner classes. And these course books online had digital versions of the flashcards, so I could download the images onto my computer. Now, if you don't have this available, then I'd recommend using the British Council website, which also has flashcards for young learners free for download as PDFs. Another option is going to a website called flaticon.com. You can make an account for free and search their library of images for any vocabulary that you'd like to practice with your students. Once you've got your images downloaded onto your computer, then you're going to need a blank canvas. So when I was first teaching my young learners online, I was using Microsoft PowerPoint. Since then, I've learned that I could have used Microsoft Publisher as well, and apps on Google like Google Drawings or Google Jamboard. All of these programs allow you to insert images and resize them so you can fit 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 images onto one space. So let's take a look at how we get our images onto programs like Microsoft PowerPoint, Google Drawings, or Google Jamboard. Starting with Microsoft PowerPoint. Here we have a blank presentation on PowerPoint. So all we're going to do is go to Images, insert images from the computer, choose our image. Then we're going to insert a shape. In this example, we're going to use a square, pop it over the top, and now we can reveal and hide the flashcard from our students. And for Google Drawings and Google Jamboard, it's just as simple. To find a Google Drawing or Google Jamboard, we just go to our Drive account, go to New, then More, and here we have Google Drawings and Google Jamboard. Starting with Google Drawings, all we do is go to Insert at the top, choose our image to upload from the computer, then we're going to go to Insert a Shape, and we put the shape over the top like this. And we can again reveal the card and hide it from our students. With Google Jamboard, it's pretty much the same. On the left-hand side, we've got insert an image from the computer. And now we can add the square, in this case, over the top again, and it produces the same effect. Once you have these images uploaded onto the programs like PowerPoint, Jamboard, and Drawing, then when you're on a Zoom call, all you need to do is share your screen. So let me just show you what that looks like. Here on a Zoom call, and all I would do is go to Share Screen and select the blank presentation from the PowerPoint. And now I'm sharing this to the students. Okay, let's get started with the first idea, which is called Series. So here's the first idea, and look, here's one I made earlier. So what we do here is we ask the first student to guess what is under this card. Now in this activity, we were doing descriptions of appearance. So the student would say curly hair, and we'd slowly reveal this to show a beard. And yeah, that was probably Pedro. We would then move on to the next student, and they've already seen this card, so they'd obviously say beard, which was correct. And now they have a go at guessing the next one. They'd probably say long hair. Let's reveal the second one. Oh, this is curly hair. So what we do now is we take this blue square and we put it back over the second and the third one and move on to the third student. Third student would say beard, curly hair. And move on to the third one and they'd say straight hair. Let's see. No, this one's short hair. My students are not very good at this game. And we just put all these cards back to where they were at the beginning. And this game will continue until one student can guess all of the cards from beginning to end. Idea number 2 is one I call the slow reveal. Here I have the flashcards from earlier. What I would do is ask the students to take it in turns to guess what flashcard is under these blue squares. So I take the first student and slowly start to reveal just a part of the flashcard, and the student would have to guess. Once the student has correctly guessed the name of the vocabulary, then I would move on to the next student and the next flashcard and slowly reveal them like this and stop here, and I continue this until all the students have had a go. Idea number 3 is a game that I call Bomb. In this game, before you start, you're going to need to number each of these cards. So 1. Now that we've numbered the cards, what we're going to do is we're going to put a bomb under one of these blue squares. So let's take away number 6. Let's take away this lovely girl. Bye-bye. And let's look for something really scary, something really horrible. I've got an idea. Teenagers. Here it is. I'm going to make it a bit smaller. Quickly, let's get it covered up. All we do now is ask the students to choose a number. We would reveal the card that's below the number they choose. So for example, if they chose 3, I'd reveal this one. They would say short hair. We put this back. And if a student like Pedro chose number 6, then we would reveal number 6, and it's the teenagers again. And Pedro would lose a life. You can continue this game, give each student, say, 2 or 3 lives, and maybe add some more bombs, so more pictures of teenagers, to the game, and the students would continue playing and continue recalling the vocabulary until one student lost all their lives. Game number 4 is a game that I call Close Your Eyes. The way this works is that we've now revealed all 8 flashcards to the students, and what we're going to do is we're going to take one away. Now, so the students don't see the teacher take away the flashcard. When you're on the Zoom call, you're going to first obviously share your screen, so the students can now see all 8. And what I'm going to do is momentarily stop the share. Just press stop here. Go back to the cards and let's take away this one. Go back to the Zoom call. Share the screen again, and ask the students to guess which one is missing. Now, when you share your screen on Zoom, it does not appear immediately on the student's screen. So give them some time to see the image appear on their screen before asking them which flashcard is missing. Idea number 5 is a game that I call Letter by Letter. Again, with all the flashcards revealed, what we do is we read out the word letter by letter for one of the flashcards on the screen. The students have to listen until the word has ended to then say which flashcard I am spelling. If I was to describe beard, I would say B-D-R-A-E. So spelling it out of order, and the students would have to listen carefully, and then at the end, one of the students would have to say the correct order and the correct name of the flashcard I was spelling out. Idea number 6 is using a platform called whiteboard.fi. Now, this is not the first time I've mentioned this on one of my videos, so if you haven't checked it out, then you haven't been watching, have you? So I'm going to post a link to this video right here. Don't press it just yet, because I'm going to show you how I use it for one of the flashcard games online. Once we've made a room, here we have the link that we need to give to our students. I'm going to show you what that looks like with a student joining. The student's going to need to give the name, Pedro, and now the student is joining the class. I've toggled my whiteboard open as the teacher, and I've added a flashcard using the insert image button right here. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to push this flashcard to all the students. And if we go to Pedro's page, now Pedro can see the flashcard that was pushed by the teacher. Now, as the teacher, what I'm going to ask Pedro to do is to write the word underneath. So Pedro will start writing, and this whole time as the teacher, I can actually see Pedro's whiteboard right here, and here you can see his beautiful writing. Now, if you had 2, 3, or 4 students, you might push it to all their whiteboards and let them have a race to who can correctly write the word the quickest. So, 6 flashcard games for the online classroom. If you are still teaching online, then I hope this video helps, and feel free to pass this video on to any friends or colleagues that are also teaching young learners online. If you liked the video, then please subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one.